what I have in my fridge, what I have outside my fridge, and just kind of going through this. So bear with me as I go through what I have on, my kitchen or living space, whatever. So I guess we can start off with from the right. We have a wine cooler right here. Okay, it just keeps the wine at a certain temperature. If you're a wine drinker, this is excellent for a few varieties, Italian red wine. On this side of the shelf, we have the Navitas, or however you want to pronounce it. The Navitas, which I have a few here, are what they call superfood. Now, superfood is condensed nutrition. So, for example, right here we have maca powder. It shows you everything on the bottom, what it's good for, amino acids. So this gives you a lot of energy. So now, hemp powder is a protein-based powder made from hemp, and it has a lot of other good things. It'll show you antioxidants. So superfood is condensed nutrition. And so without having to eat massive amount of food, you can throw some of this in a drink, a powder, mix it up, blend it, or put it in some cereal or oatmeal, and this has immense amount of energy. It's like goji berries. A lot of these are antioxidants. Have a lot of vitamins, vitamin C, to keep your immune system high. Goji berries are very excellent, although they are expensive. I think they're about $15 or $18 a pound. But the way that they're grown are very hard to harvest, so you're gonna get what you pay for. You can live off these essentially. But okay, so we'll go over to the supplements. Now, I'm not big fan of supplements, but I do happen to have a few supplements like B12. B12 you can actually find in most foods. I'm not sure exactly how they make it, but I mean B12 is good for the digestive, the heart. All that blood stuff. Wild blueberries, I don't know. I found this one. I guess it's blueberry powder. But some things like spirulina actually is very hard to come by in its whole food form. So by taking a few of these in your pocket or just keeping them with you, just for keeping them to replace, if you're low in nutrition, if you can't really get to anything or you're stranded out in the middle of nowhere, you can yeah, sure, keep a few supplements. Maca powder, on the other hand, I think I got ripped off on this because it's the same as here, 15 milligrams per capsule. These are capsules. And so I guess you can just do whatever. I mean, so that's with that. Now, I got some garlic, some salt and pepper, basic stuff. Now, aside from whole foods, well, not whole foods, but fresh, raw foods, you can always have to keep a few spare cans of beans. Goya is actually pretty good, despite the whole can thing with the aluminum, and it's not the best. But if you have to, these are actually a good alternative. You can throw this over some rice or stir fry or do something creative. Up here, we got some coconut oil. You can cook with that. Sesame soy oil. Soy sauce for stir fry, teriyaki, hot sauce for Mexican delights. Here, yeah, I'm not much of a drinker, but I guess that's good for when the ladies come over. Now this is our juicer, okay? We got this yesterday. It's called the NutriBullet. Now I guess it's between a blender and a juicer. So you put everything in here and it smashes it up. Actually, there's a book on it. When you get it, it comes with a book full of recipes. It tells you what it does. Like this right here. It's actually pretty cool. It comes with a whole recipe book. I mean, I highly recommend this. I mean, drop $100 or whatever. But it shows a bunch of good stuff. What it does is it breaks down the enzymes, so that it's easier on the digestive tract, without losing any fiber as juicers do. So yeah, that's good, I guess, Up in this cabinet here, we have teas. We have loose teas, lavender, some coffee crap, some detox tea, some good tea. Now, aside from bag teas, you can actually get what? Yeah, it's loose tea. You know, some good stuff. Good stuff. You got coffee up here, man. You got dried beans over there. Always keep dried beans or dried rice. Actually, keep the rice. Lots of rice. Here's some coffee, but yeah, rice is good. Like over here, you got some rice in the bottom of this. Got flax seeds. Got hemp seeds, got peanuts, got almonds. This is the dry area. You want to balance out your dry area because dry food lasts, well, a lot longer than fresh food unless you dehydrate it in some form. You know, pasta. Try to get whole grain pasta because white grain is not as good. It can be gluten, especially white flour. Try to get whole wheat flour. Yeah, so that's that. You know, you got a cooking pot, cutting boards, oats. You make oats, right? And you got a coffee machine, and you got a coffee grinder. Coffee grinders are cool because it's better if you're a coffee drinker, which I'm actually starting to like coffee since coming from a tea drinker. Always buy it in whole beans. And then you get one of these things which are airtight, and you should keep it in the freezer, but you grind it up, and that's where the freshness comes from, when you grind it. And you get it into a powdered form, and then you keep it airlocked. They say frozen if you're keeping it for a very long time, but this is good if you're going to be using this over the course of a month. So that keeps it airtight and fresh. And you put that in your coffee machine, okay? Sorry for rambling on if I am, but that's the dry basis of our kitchen, okay? So if you come into the, I guess, wet area of the kitchen, the refrigerator, where we keep all the fresh stuff. Fresh stuff is good. Try to go for organic if you can, preferably, because you want to stay away from the GMO, you want to stay away from pesticides. You can do all you can to wash it off, but in the end, it's really not that good. And as with prices go, yes, you know, organic can be a little pricey. But if you fish around a little bit, you can definitely find something worth your buck and your mouth and your health. So over here, let's just start from the door, shall we? You know, almonds are really good because they contain vitamin E, which is good for your skin. Now, what I did with this is that soaking almonds is actually a really good way to consume them. On the bottom of this, I filled it up about like halfway, you know, give or take, and then you fill it with water. You let that sit for about maybe like 4 to 7 days, around that. And what it does is that it softens the almonds up, so that it makes it a lot easier in the digestive tract, and it brings out all the nutrients, and so the water gets absorbed. The nuts get absorbed into the water easily. Okay. Another thing is, this is kind of random to keep in the door of your refrigerator, but yams. Yams are an excellent source of you know, vitamins and minerals. They stay well long. These actually picked up for $1 a piece. I mean, these things are huge. These things are heavy. That's a good meal for about like 2 or 3 people. It's a good survival food. We got some coffee on the side of here, just some extra coffee. Over here, I got some, I don't even know what those are. You got peppers, you got a bunch of kiwis. Now, always keep a lot of like fresh fruit for the juicer over there. I'm not the juicer, but this juicer actually up there. Sitting up there for retirement since we found that thing. Yeah, you got some apples, I think these are like Lady Reds or something, I don't know. The pink ladies, jazz apples, yeah, peaches. Actually, well, if you're like going fishing through markets, always beware of things like this. Like, always turn them upside down, twist them around, like look around, because I screw up on this time because there's mold. I think you can just cut this out. It's not going to affect the whole thing, but you don't want to get it because that just like really kind of bums you out. Another good thing for the juicer or whatever, you can eat it if you want, is ginger. Ginger is an excellent detoxifier of the liver, and it's really good for you. And then you got turmeric. Turmeric is another rooty compound. It's a little different than ginger. As you can see, it's like different color, different shape. Turmeric is excellent. You can grind it up. You can cook it with rice or other food. It stains very easily, but it's also said to help cure cancer or treat it. But it could cure it, or in any case, it's good for you. So, also mangoes are an excellent source of vitamin C. I like to take the pits out and grow them in the summer. You can also do that with avocados. Avocados are excellent. They contain twice as much potassium as a banana. Now, as we get into this elaborate maze of awesomeness in here, maybe shall we start from the bottom? I don't know. What's in the bottom of this drunkardness of carrots? So carrots are like a base for juicing. You also got parsley, is really good. It's Italian parsley. Got another apple. You got spinach in the bottom. I'm sorry, you really can't really see this. It's really fuzzy. You got the bottom of here. You got kale. Try and organize it. It's really hard with leafy greens because they get everywhere. So in the bottom of the drawer is a good place to stash them. You got two types of kale actually. You got Swiss chard, I think. Over here, you got you have radishes. You can also keep the greens to your beets. Like the beets are in the bottom right here, and you can keep the leafy greens, and you can mix that into a juicer, or you can just put it in a salad if you want. That's the bottom. That's where you really want to balance out your greens, your fruit, and your vegetables. So next we get cherries. We have raw cranberries. Yep, raw instead of dried. I mean, yeah, dried's good for trail mix, but hey, what's better than fresh raw cranberries? Nothing much. You got strawberries in the back. Now this is your juicer, not the magic bullet nutrition bullet thing, silver bullet, but the juicer. Now these are the scraps from the juicer. You can probably cook with these. You could probably add them with oatmeal or cereal. You could probably just mix it with something. We're going to eat it as it is, but there's no point of wasting food from the excess juicer. Or you can just throw it in your compost. That works too. You have some bean soup from the dried beans. Okay, so you get bean soup. You know, put some onions with that. Why, not to mention we have like onions in the bottom of this. Onions, like, I like red onions because they're red, but like onions in the bottom of that, just to mention. Onions, always keep a lot of onions, you know, because they're really good for like a lot of good stuff. You get eggs in the back of here. They say it's better to do hard-boiled eggs over cooking them on a pan. I don't even eat eggs that much, but I guess it's alright to keep eggs in the refrigerator. Everyone loves eggs. So yeah, we got coffee. You got more coffee. Man, we get a lot of coffee. We also got a lot of tea too. I don't know. Also, we have peanut butter. We have normal peanut butter, and then we have honey roasted peanut butter. Oh man, this stuff is addicting. If you ever get to those little machines at Whole Foods stores, it makes it for you. I think it's like $2.50 a pound for this. So that's like this whole thing is probably about $3, maybe $4 for peanut butter. Yes, it's always a good idea to keep scraps in the like in a container like this, so they're not like, you know, bouncing around inside the fridge. You keep them in a well-secured area. Yeah, we also have some cinnamon buns, some banana bread in there too, just for like, you know, fatty kind of munching away. Whole grain bagels are good. Watch out for the bleached white flour. You want to stay away from that. That stuff is really bad. On top of that, we actually got a bottle of wine. What date is this anyways? I don't know. It's probably really good. And then we have broccoli just sitting up there. Just the king of the castle. Or the king of the refrigerator. Because there's no other place for it to put it. That's my 16-minute video on my refrigerator and my other stuff around the kitchen. So yeah, you know, if you got any sorry, this iPad thing is really strange. I hate the camera on this. It's really terrible. you got any questions or comments, just ask me, or if you got any advice, please tell me, because I'm really curious what other people have to say about, like, food, nutrition, health, and just keeping everything clean, organized if possible, in your kitchen. I'm not a kitchen maniac, but hey, I like to eat food, and so does everyone else. Please give me some advice. Just eat food that's good like this. Tell your parents to go out and get fresh market stands. Support your local farmers. That's very important. Support your local farmers. Try to eat like this, and if you go raw for like a week, not only are you going to have lower cholesterol, probably going to have increased energy, definitely, and you're going to feel really good. And good luck to everyone out there. Everyone. So yes, go green, stay green, live green, and smoke the